Back it's 10 minutes in front of 9 o'clock on a Monday night, and we're delighted to welcome all the, not all, is it all the cast and crew? Is this everyone? From the Letterkenny Musical Society, and you're all very welcome. Hello.
Thank you so much.
So we're here first of all to talk about this show, which is coming off next Tuesday from the 10th to the 14th in Greenland, and it's called Come From Away. It's an unusual story for a musical. And Dan McCafferty, you're going to tell me a wee bit about it if you don't mind.
Not a problem. So,
sorry, go on ahead. I just thought it was as I said, an unusual subject for a musical.
it is, for anyone who doesn't know, essentially on the day of the September 11th attacks, the US airspace was closed. It was remained closed for 5 days, and there was 38 planes diverted off an island off the coast of Canada, outside a town called Gander. And over those 5 days, the people from that town, there was only 9,000 people lived in this town. There were 7,000 people stranded somewhere they'd never been before. And it's the story of the 5 days that they were stuck there. These people that had never met them before took them in, looked after them, fed them, watered them, made sure they had somewhere to sleep, and made sure they got home safe.
They had to stay in the plane for almost a day, Dan, didn't they?
Over a day, as a matter of fact.
Because the people didn't know what the hell's who's these boys in the plane?
They hadn't a notion. They were stuck in the plane for 28 hours,
wow.
Which is, I don't know if anybody else is the same, but I can barely deal with a plane for an hour. I couldn't imagine over an entire day.
But the funny thing about I never heard the story until I started just looking into what you were doing, because the title didn't ring a bell with me. You know, you're expecting a title of something that they're putting on that show and that show. This is a first. It's a first in this area, isn't it?
Yeah, look, it's not the most well known from people think musicals. You think your Les Mis, your Phantom of the Opera. Not a lot of people know Come From Away, which is a shame.
Yeah,
because it is, in my opinion, one of the best shows the last 30 years.
Is that right?
And that's no mean feat considering some of the musicals that have came on Broadway in the West End. It is by far one of the best shows the last 30 years.
Right. The subject, of course, there were, we all know what happened 9/11 and the sadness that came with it. Is this a doom and gloom show?
That's that's a bit of a loaded question. For the most part, no.
No, that's good.
For the most part, no. It's a lot of parts where it's quite exciting.
Yeah.
But there are some parts where I would definitely recommend, if you're coming to see it, bring a handkerchief.
Yeah, because they're telling the story as well.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
Everybody that features in this musical, the characters that we play, are either people who actually existed or an amalgamation of the people who were actually there on those 5 days.
Yeah, and the music. Where did the music end of it come? Where did that come from? Or
well, the music end. This show, there's a lot of the music. It's like a typical Irish trad night, and a lot of that is because Gander has such a strong Irish community.
It's in Newfoundland.
Yeah, Newfoundland. Yeah. Look, if you've never heard someone from Gander speak before, look it up on YouTube. They sound Irish.
I watched a load of boys going over and they were going out fishing with boys from up around that area.
Yeah,
and you'd have thought they were a pile of Cork ones.
You would have thought they were from. You would have thought they were from the West Coast.
It is really freaky, like.
It's mad. It's mad. Yeah. But I would imagine that's where the inspiration for the music came from, because they're very big into their accordions and fiddles and borons and all that.
Excellent. Is your music totally folk, or is there any other element in it? Is there any hand clapping stuff?
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of that, but I don't think we want to give too much away, because we want our audience to enjoy it as much as they can without knowing.
It goes on for 4 nights, and it kicks off next Tuesday, and it goes right on the Saturday. And if people want tickets, is there many tickets left for it?
They're going fast, but there's still a few left.
Right, and how do you get them? Just contact Greenland?
You can get them through the Greenland's website or by contacting them.
Brilliant. Right, music-wise, what have we got first?
So we are starting off with the opening number of the show. It's a number called Welcome to the Rock.
Right, we'd love to hear that.
On the northeast tip of North America,
land, there's an airport. It used to be one of the biggest airports in the world, and next to it is a town called Gander.
There's a 2-person police department.
An elementary school.
SPCA. A local TV station.
And a hockey rink.
It's a small place on a giant rock in the ocean. Everybody knows everybody else, and everybody in this room has a story about how they started that day. Welcome to the Rock if you come from away. Hey! You probably understand about a half of what we say. Hey! They say no man's an island, but an island makes a man. Hey! Especially when one comes from one like Newfoundland. Welcome to the Rock.
That morning, I'm in the classroom. It's our first day back and the buses are on strike. So I'm covering for Annette, who's running late.
Sorry, Beulah, how's the kids?
Well, they're not exactly thrilled to be inside on such a gorgeous day. So I told them we'd have a half day this morning, and they were quite pleased, till I told them we'd have the other half in the afternoon.
To the lightest weather that you'd ever heard of. Where everyone is nicer, but it's never nice above.
Welcome to the farthest place you'll get from Disneyland.
Fish and chips and shipwrecks. This is Newfoundland. Welcome to the Rock. An islander. I am an islander. I'm an islander. I am an islander. I'm an islander. I am an islander. I'm an islander. I am an islander.
That morning I'm in my car. The kids cross Airport Boulevard to get to school and that time of day people are in a little bit of a rush to get to work and stuff, so I normally sit there and run my radar. And if they're speeding, I'll stop them. I'll write out a warning ticket. I'll write STFD. Slow the flip down.
Welcome to the land where the winters tried to kill us, and we said,
We will not be killed.
Welcome to the land where the waters tried to drown us and we said,
We will not be drowned.
Welcome to the land where we lost our loved ones and we said,
We will still go on. Welcome to the land where the wind tried to blow, and we said no.
That morning I drop my kids off at school and I head to the SPCA where I'm greeted by my other kids, all barking and meowing for breakfast and a belly rub. Not that I'm complaining, I love them. But by the time feeding is done, I have to get back to pick up my human kids. So I take just 1 second for myself and I'm sitting in my car.
I'm in the staff room,
I'm in the library.
and I turn on the radio.
You are here at the start of a moment on the edge of the world where the river meets the sea. Here on the edge of the Atlantic, on an island in between there and here.
I'm running my radar when Bonnie comes by and she pulls up and she's waving at me like mad, so I roll down my window and she says,
I'll turn on the radio.
slow it down, Bonnie.
Just turn on the radio.
Where our story starts,
It's my first day at the station.
where we'll end the night,
I'm getting coffee for the picket line.
where we know by heart
5 minutes till my smoke break.
every single flight.
I'm off to work at the airport.
Welcome to the fog, welcome to the trees, to the ocean and the sky and whatever's in between. To the ones who've left, you're never truly gone. A candle's in the window and the candle's always on. When the sun is coming up and the world is coming shore, if you're hoping for a harbor then you'll find an open door. In the winter from the water to whatever's in the way, to the ones who have come from away. Welcome to the Rock.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. I wasn't expecting that type of music, in fairness. But it's class, it's beautiful. And we're all Donald's there. Donald, come on, we were closer to the microphone.
Paul, they hear enough of me, for God's sake. We give
No,
someone else a chance. Come on.
No, you're full of gap, but...
Oh,
but,
that's true.
no, I tell you what it is. It's your 26th year.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, mine and Nicholas as well.
Very good.
We've been with LMS on every show they've done it on Grade, and we're the last two survivors of the first one.
You're playing Claude Elliott, the Lord
I'm
Mayor.
played Claude the Mayor, yeah.
Yeah. And how do you find that role this time?
It's fascinating because it's the first time I've ever played a role of someone that not only are they real,
Yes.
but I can sit down and watch videos of him on YouTube, and I feel like I've got to know the guy.
Oh, I
because
know
I've
what
watched.
you
Oh
mean.
yeah, I mean he retired as the Mayor of Gander in 2018. So he was mayor up to 2018. So I mean, he is still alive. He's still
you
very
see-
much active. He's president of the co-op in Gander, and he's still very much active. And
It's funny that because it's not an old story, as in
Oh, no.
you know, as such that people will still be living. And is this a big role you play in this, Donald?
This is the wonderful thing about this show is there is no star per se. There's essentially you've got about 10 locals, and as Dan said, everyone is real. The way it worked is the authors went to the 10th. There was a 10th anniversary commemoration in 2011.
Yeah.
The authors went and interviewed about 1,000 people. They took 1,000 stories, and they sat down and distilled and distilled and distilled. They got about 10 visitors to come from away. What come from away is it's a Newfoundlander term that means someone who's visited. Someone has come from away. They're visitors. They're the come from away.
Oh, that's where
that's where the phrase comes
right,
from.
Okay.
It's a Newfoundlander term for visitor.
Yep.
So the locals brought them in, as Dan said. But then for the 10th anniversary, a lot of them came back, and that's actually mentioned. That's referenced in the show as well. But during that, there was a series of interviews. The writers sat down, distilled it all into these stories. And the fascinating thing is, I read a post recently that someone put up independently about Gander, and it was just reminiscent about their experience. And of that reminiscence, I would say about 9 of the things they referenced are in the show. That everything in the show is real. Yeah. Everything in the show happened. Everything in the show is a real person based on real testimony.
Where were they coming from when they're playing?
Everywhere. Literally, I saw an interview with Claude. He said they had 98 nationalities.
Wow.
Now, there was planes from Frankfurt, there was Air India, Sabina, Lufthansa, and that's referenced as well. They were literally coming from all over, because all the planes were heading for various points on the eastern seaboard of the US. So anything that was coming over the Atlantic, basically, that was diverted.
It's a small airport, but isn't it?
No, it's huge.
Is it a huge?
Here's the thing, you see. You think back to the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Planes couldn't cross the Atlantic without refueling. Gander, as one of the song's references, Gander is actually geographically closer to Ireland than it is to Manhattan. So planes flying over the Atlantic would land in Gander, refuel, then proceed. So Gander, basically, the airport was the world's biggest petrol station. Basically, that's what Gander Airport
But
was.
it must have been the main employer in the town. If it was only
Oh yeah, it was.
You know.
Now there's a running joke actually in the show where are they tearing down the airport? Not today, because they have this huge airport like bigger than Shannon that's handling about 4 flights a day now.
Wow, that's an unbelievable story. But and when you first heard about this story, did you think, oh God, no, or what did you think? Did you know of it?
I've known about it for years because it's one of my daughter's 3 favourites of all time. So I've been listening to the soundtrack in our car in about 2019.
Yeah.
Because Emer, my daughter, loves the show. Basically, in our car, it was Hamilton, come from away, Hamilton, come from away, Hamilton, come from away. Jesus, give me headphones. That is a trip to Waterford. You're just alternating between the two. Love you, Emer. But
believe it or not, Emer.
Oh no, but that was the situation. So it's very well known, and as the music, as you can hear, is infectious.
Yeah.
And that's not the bounciest, most infectious
was
number.
That was a song there.
Yeah.
Just when you're talking about cars.
No, the next is going to be completely different.
Aye, but in our house it was Joe Dolan. That's all they. That's what I
Oh
played.
my, you make me.
What? There's
Don't
not a
start me.
song at ours. Don't know. But anyway, Donald, thanks very much for that. And here's to the next 26 years for
Amen.
yourself too as well.
that.
Sarah,
you're
Terry, come on
Sarah,
up.
you're
Sarah,
up.
come up here.
Hello,
Did I
hello.
say it?
How's it going?
How are you getting on?
Not too bad, I'm good.
It's good to see you back again.
Hi, back again for
Come
a
here.
visit.
You were on. Was it Kinky Boots last year or
It
2 years?
that was 3 years
3
ago.
years
I think
ago.
we did the Addams Family since that, and then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Aye, that's right.
They were the
Well,
last
this
two.
you're playing a female air pilot.
Yes, the first female captain, Beverly Bass.
Beverly Bass.
Yeah.
And is she still living her?
She's still living, yeah. She's seen the show, I think, thousands of times this time. She's went to see loads from all over the world.
And what's her personality like? As in
Oh, she's a very strong woman. She's really.
She's one of the
She's
very-
a hardy doll, as
she
we
was
would
one of
say
the
around here.
one of the very few female
Yeah.
passengers at that time.
Especially back then, yeah.
And I
She
think
really.
she got a lot of hassle and stuff.
Yeah,
didn't
she really clawed her way to the top, but she
sure.
fought it and she got there. You know, she did what it took to get there.
Well, that's brilliant. And how did you find that storyline?
It's brilliant. I'm probably like somebody listening that's going, I never heard of this musical before because I hadn't heard of it and I didn't know about it. Even though I love musicals, I know the popular ones. I'm not so good on the ones that aren't as well known.
When I was the same, I was going because the title had me. As Donald explained the title there, the title of me going, no, I can't be read the title.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now
So
when you explained to me,
So I knew nothing about it. And then anybody who I'd spoken to in the group here or even outside of it that has actually seen it or heard of it is going, oh my God, that's an amazing show. You need to go for it. And I was like, oh, I don't know the show. It's on TV. I watched it then, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I might try out for it and see how we get on.
Is it on TV? You can
It's
watch
on
it.
Apple, yeah. It's
Oh,
on
is it?
Apple, the Broadway version, is it? Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
went to Broadway too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the first time they put it on, say, in the Northwest. Has it been on in Ireland before?
I think it has maybe Oma, maybe,
It's
or a
actually
few
its
places.
European professional debut was in Dublin
Oh,
in
is
the
it?
Abbey in about 2018.
Oh, that's a brilliant story. And what about the characters in it? Do you know anything about them now? Or
I don't know why a lot. I'm not too sure. I play Captain Beverly Bass, who's the real American Captain
Yeah.
Beverly Bass, and then I go from Captain Beverly Bass talking like this to Annette who talks like this. You know, it's
very
hard
good.
to switch it over, and you need to get used to taking off a jacket and being a completely different character.
And what's her role in the show apart from being the pilot? Like,
She was grounded there. She didn't know what was going on, so she was trying to speak to her husband and her kids
Yeah.
to find out had any of her friends been involved. So not only was she worried about being where she was and having to be strong in front of the passengers and her crew,
Yeah.
and be, keeping the chin up and being strong, but then she was also worried, were any of my friends hurt? Were they involved?
I know.
And nobody really knew. The mobile phones weren't as available back
No.
then. Not that I would remember that far back, but they weren't
Do you
available.
know? Do you know?
No, just only a baby, I think, back then,
Is it that far back?
well, no, it's not that. What do you mean? What? I'm only young.
Oh, you walked on the one.
Well, I'll scare you by saying this. There's a few of the cast that weren't even born when when the events of the story happened.
Oh, look around me.
Personally, I was only 3 months old.
Oh, that's
Jesus,
really rude.
you're a big baby. But I'm struck with it because we get a lot of people coming up from different shows and we love having them coming on. It's absolutely brilliant. But this one just threw me sideways because I never heard, I knew nothing.
Yeah.
So when I was, I know you're going to laugh at this, Jimmy, but I was researching it, right? And and I couldn't believe the story. It was really like, Jesus, a brilliant story.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant
really nice.
story.
And there's so many different stories. Like, there's my Captain Beverly and her as a pilot, and there's Annette as a townsperson helping get things ready. There's Claude, who's the mayor. He was dealing with buses and troubles in their own town. Their stories are so different. You were looking after the animals, trying to get the animals sorted on the planes. The stories are so different.
Animals in the plane, was there?
There was animals in the plane, yeah. There was loads. There was a rare bonobo chimpanzee. Yeah,
A chimpanzee.
there's a chimpanzee. Yeah,
I
there's
bet you he was baffled.
but some of the stories are really sad. Some of the stories are really sad, and some of them are really nice
Is there
because.
sad stories in it?
Well, I suppose that was the reality of it. That you didn't know how your family members were. You didn't know were they involved, and you couldn't get through to them.
How long were they there for then?
5 days.
5 days.
5 days. God almighty. God love them. And they went back again too. Some of them went back.
Yeah.
again?
Oh, yeah.
They went back 10 years for a big anniversary.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Nice. It's nice. I'm going to follow up more on it, I am. I'm
Come
going
to see it.
Aye, there's a possibility. Come here. We'll get another song now. Sarah, is this your big one? No?
No,
Oh, no.
not my
Okay.
big one yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, who we got here now?
Hey, I'm Paddy. Hi.
Paddy.
Good to see you again.
I know, hi. You're up before, Paddy. I know that. But what's this song, Paddy?
This is The Prayer. So this is sung by a character called Kevin T, one of the two Kevins in the show.
Aye.
And this is a song about Kevin T finding his faith again, or finding comfort in faith,
Very good.
and recognizing that there are so many, because there are so many people from so many cultures gathered together in the one place. Faith was a really shared community, communal comfort for everyone.
Was Kevin a bit of a boy like before he landed in Gandon?
Well, Kevin T,
Gander?
he was the CEO of an environmental energy company.
Okay.
And him and his boyfriend Kevin J came together to Gander, and they were kind of at odds and kind of lost without having each other to rely on, really.
Very good.
Only having that, and then finding themselves through tragedy.
Good.
So it was really interesting, the journey from...
It just shows you what the
Yep.
journey is, right? Right, come here. Whenever you're ready, go for it now.
Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you.
Make me a channel of your
Make me a
peace.
channel of your
Where
peace.
there's despair in life, let me
There's
bring
despair in
hope.
life, let me bring
Where there is
hope.
darkness, only light.
Only
And where the
light
sadness ever shows.
O Yashe Shalom Aleinu Vel Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. There's a man here in town. He's lived here nearly his entire life. When he heard that a rabbi was diverted here, he came to find me to tell me his story.
I was born in Poland, I think. My parents sent me here before the war started. And they were Jewish. I still remember some of the prayers they taught me. When I was a boy, I was always told never to tell anyone I was Jewish, but after Tuesday, all those stories gone just like that. I needed to tell somebody.
During El Dahur, when most people are asleep, it is easier to pray. But at El Dahur, sometimes I catch them watching me, and I can see the fear in their eyes.
Excuse me, Beulah wanted me to check on you in case you wanted a quiet place to pray.
Shalom Aleinu Kol Israel. Shalom Aleinu Kol Israel.
So much to be consoled, to console. Just to understand, to understand. To love with all my soul.
Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever joy.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well done. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. There's a story about a village basically that doubles in size during the 9/11 strikes, and it's a fascinating story. It runs from next Tuesday until the 14th, which is Saturday, and it's in Greenan Theatre, and the show is called Come Far Away. How much? How much? What kind of orchestra have you got in it? Mark. Sorry, Mark.
Well, it's a bit of a new look orchestra for music theatre, I think. Very, very folk orientated. So we have a fiddle, we have Ilian Piper Dublin on various different whistles. We have good acoustic guitarist, very rhythmic fella, Simon McCafferty. And we've doubled up on percussion, so we have a drummer and then we have a guy on ethnic percussion, African djembe, boron, various handheld Indian bells, various things. So it's maybe slightly smaller, still big enough to be a 7-piece band, and myself doing wee bits and pieces. But it's more folk. But there's a touch of horse-lips and a wee bit of funk and a bit of backbeat in there as well, isn't there?
Was that your first time to come across this, Mark, when you heard this story?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had always only ever been involved in traditional or musicals with sort of fairly conventional orchestral items, a few violins and brass, and in fact, it's probably the first show I've done without any brass. There's no trumpets or saxophones or clarinets or woodwind or anything like that. So it's quite traditional, what you would maybe expect on the island of Gander. Not that I'd be there that much, but might be something you would find closer to home on St. Patrick's Day, but with drums and lots of ethnic percussion in there.
How many's in your orchestra?
Well, including myself, there'll be 8. Eight on it, enough to make a very, very big noise.
Are you from Strabane?
I am originally, yes, indeed.
That's good.
I was kicked out a long time ago.
No, you weren't. You were put out. I remember. I'm from Strabane. You look familiar, you know.
It's good stock.
It's a great show. I think it'll be a brilliant show, and I definitely want to wish you well with it. I think it's just going to be fantastic. And once again, I think it's the fact that it's coming away from the normal, not been disrespectful to the other types of shows, but this is brand new and it's fantastic. Well, any other plans for the rest of the year after this is done and dusted, or
Sleep.
Absolutely nothing.
you get a bit of peace, please? Very good. Well, come here. We wish you well. Can we get another song? Have we?
Okay.
Who have we got this time?
This
Sarah
is
Young.
What was now, yeah.
Get on there, everybody. Right, and who's this fella? Oh, a couple of you there, lads. Introduce yourselves. Come on in there. Come on there and make yourselves at home.
Get right into it, Mark.
Right, whenever you're ready.
The winds start to pick up 50-mile-an-hour winds. We've been here too long. We're still on the ground. There's a hurricane coming, and I'm thinking we're running out of time. We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Plane, then another, and then 9 planes, and another, and then 13 planes, and another. 22, 24, 29, 32, 38, 38, 30, 38, 38, 30, 38, 38, 30, 30, 30, 38 lanes.
Look out your windows. Underneath all that rain is Maine. We've just crossed the Canadian border. Welcome back to the US of A.
Looking out the window at the world underneath.
And though he's here next to me, in a second he'll go.
Looking out the window. Kevin, talk to me, please. And out the window we see
A place we all know we love.
Is this on? Oh, it's on. Sorry, everyone. Hi. Like most everyone, I am sorry saying goodbye. But I wanted to thank them for all that they did. So I'm doing just that. And I'm passing a hat for the people who gave up their time and they gave up their town. So let's give them a scholarship, pass a hat down. 'Cause
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of who knows where you'll find something in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of clear blue air. You find your heart, but left a part of you behind.
Nick and I sit together and I want to say something, but we're leaving and it's over and
then she starts crying, and I don't know what to say, so I just put my arm around her and go to kiss her on the forehead to comfort her.
well, there was some turbulence and honestly, I just thought he missed. So
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out your windows, you won't want to miss this. We've just entered Texas.
In the middle of who knows where you'll find something in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of clear blue air. You found your heart, but left a part of you behind.
Everyone's drinking and comparing stories.
where did you stay? What did you do? But mostly Nick and I spent the plane ride home canoodling in the back.
At one point, a flight attendant comes around saying,
Hot towel, cold towel.
Somewhere in between the pace of life and work and where you're going, something makes you stop and notice, and you're finally in the moment. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of who knows where you'll find something in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of clear blue air. You found your heart, but left a part of you behind.
Your seat bags and tray tables up. Right below us is the city where I grew up. Coming round past the field, then the wheels touch the ground. Taxi and we're all cheering, we're down banking. Everyone, thank you for flying American. Hugging and hugging the crew, 'cause we're home again. Past the gate, up the stairs, and we're there. And he's waiting in line.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. And listen, I hope you have a brilliant show. Once again, it kicks off next Tuesday, which is the 10th. It's called Come From Away, and it is the Letterkenny Musical Society. It'll run until Saturday, and tickets are available at Angreenan Theatre. Folks, I hope it goes well for you. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
I really enjoyed that. Can you give me a